Intended for Devontae Parker. Incomplete.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Harris running straight ahead. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Berrios. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And spins away. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Again, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And there defensively was Jack Jones. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now White. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, White. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. and this will remain a scoreless game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Stevenson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. First close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Henry. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Jets are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They definitely got to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Oh, the return is Jones. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. John Franklin Myers, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. He finds Wilson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Uncorks one for Davis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an update anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Flush to his right. Now White lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jets. And they were able to find some success running the football, which is something they'll need to continue to do in a close game like this one. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, we take a look there at the numbers for them running the football in that first half. Both of these coaching staffs making their final adjustments for the second half. And in a scoreless game, you figure it's the offensive guys that made the biggest changes to the game plan. For the call, let's go back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, indeed, Coach. Thanks. Yeah, no points in that first half as both teams will be searching for a potential breakthrough. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And the half will begin with a touchback. The Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Hall again on second down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's White. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. White. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And with it, they have taken the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off play action. Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. On the handoff, Stevenson, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there complete to Myers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Jones throwing complete for Harris. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Back to throw. Jones. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run once more with Stevenson. Oh, able to avoid him. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Henry. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4.
Now a handoff. Stevenson. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And New York set to take the field. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hall again on second down. Pushes past him. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. From the 24, White. Open man, Shuzama. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have retaken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now Jones off the bootleg, rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground with Robinson here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
The play fake, now White. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Patriots are right back in this football game. Played defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Bryce Hall there defensively. 2nd and 8 coming up. They run with Stevenson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. A give for Stevenson, running right. Gets past one man, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 32 yards. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Now Folk for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. It's another one that keeps them moving forward.
And he'll find Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Hall on a give up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
White looks to throw. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off play action, here's White. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Here's White. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. Here's Hall again. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
They'll look to run with Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. On 2nd and 10, Jones. But he's got his target, Harris. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a first down carry for Harris. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages.
Volk's kick is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So the Jets now down 17-16. At time, a huge factor. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. Back to throw.
That's caught by Wilson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
They'll run with Hall.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On the Jets sweep, here comes Moore. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So now all eyes on the Patriots, trailing by 2 after the made field goal. 30 seconds to go. Now their lead is evaporated, but they still have a shot on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jones.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Jones.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often. Not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for the Jets, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.